Hello everyone, Larry Lavrancic for Ichimoku.co and ForexTrading.tv with a daily analysis for the Euro US Dollar FX for the trading day ending November 12th, 2013. Well, a change of trend today and a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low. The previous day's trading we had an inside day in bar chart terms, and prior to that another inside day after the market had changed trend to the downside. So technically a change of trend today. Candle that's made a higher high and a higher low. Continuation of a white body candle from following on from the previous day's trading. So the buyers are maintaining some upside momentum in net terms, and the buyers have actually closed with control for the trading day by closing up towards the high. If we look at this candle, we have a fairly large shadow on the bottom of the candle, and then this highlights the support at the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, and that Ichimoku cloud is roughly around the 133.74 level. So fairly strong support down around that level if this market does sell off once again. By the same token, we saw the market find resistance around the top of the Ichimoku cloud, and that's around the 134.65 area. So this market, by trading within the cloud, not only do we have a neutral bias in big picture terms in terms of the trend, but we also have a market that's bound by very close by resistance and close by support. So what we're looking for here is a breakout in either direction, and what we'd like to see is either a solid bullish close up above the cloud or a solid bearish close down below the cloud. Now, in line with the market trading down below the other Ichimoku indicators, the Kijun-sen, the pink line, and the Tenkan-sen, it's more likely that we will see the breakout down below the bottom of the cloud, giving us a bearish market in big picture terms, and that's because the momentum in those shorter term time frames are with the sellers, even though we are having some sort of a rally here in the short term time frame. But there is potential for the market to find even more solid resistance around this area, with the Tenkan-sen trading very close to the to price action at the moment. So very strong resistance overhead, more so than the support down below. But we can't preempt the market. What we need to do is react to the market. So we're waiting for the market to interact with either of these levels. Now, interestingly, if we place the Fibonacci projection tool on this second time frame downtrend that the market's in, and here we're looking at the trough here, the peak, the trough, and we're moving now into a new peak. We have the market potentially interacting with the 161.8% level. And that will be an important level because it coincides with the top of the cloud, and also coincides with the area around where the Tenkan-sen is trading, and therefore it strengthens the amount of potential resistance that we will see around this 134.67 level. So very, very solid resistance overhead for this market. And also using the Fibonacci retracement tool for the prior downtrend, and we're looking at the retracement of that prior downtrend, and for today's price action we saw the market interact with the 61.8% level and be rejected from there. So it suggests that even though the buyers have taken control of this market and the sellers lost commitment down below the Ichimoku cloud, it suggests that there still is a real possibility of this trend changing. But what we want to see is evidence of that. We want to see the sellers come into this market, and at the moment there isn't any evidence of that. So obviously, in terms of Ichimoku, as I've already mentioned, we have a neutral market in big picture terms, so we're waiting for resolution with a breakout either above or below, and as I've mentioned, more likely that the breakout will be below, but we can't preempt the market. But looking at the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, the Kijun-sen is above the price action, so we have a negative market in the medium term time frame. We also have the Kijun-sen pointing flat. And that's interesting that the Kijun-sen is pointing flat, and price action tends to be attracted back towards a flat Kijun-sen, trying to find equilibrium in that medium-term time frame. And it suggests that we could see this market break out to the upside, but we will need to see the buyers build some very solid upside momentum to test up to those higher levels. The Kitchenson trading around the 135.64 level strengthens the amount of resistance around that 135.50 area. We have a medium-term swing high around that area, so very strong resistance if the market can rally through there. In terms of the Tenkan-sen, we're trading just below the Tenkan-sen, so we have a bearish market in the short-term time frame, and as already mentioned, it has potential to act as very solid resistance for this market. Looking to the Chico span, we have had a change of sentiment in the Chico span, with it trading below the corresponding price action. So it's suggesting that the negativity that we're seeing in the medium and short-term time frames is valid, and suggesting that there is good potential for this market to break out down below the Ichimoku cloud, giving us a sell signal. So we are waiting for the market to resolve itself in either direction, and as I've mentioned, don't preempt the market, react to the market. So we are looking more likely for a test below, but if the market does break out to the downside, we may see some very strong support down around the 133 level, so it could limit the extent of the downtrend if we do break out to the downside.